Hey everybody, it's Marshall here. Just giving me the Flash Season 2, Episode 17 review and rundown. This was a good episode. Not too much. There is like a decent amount. Spoiler alert if you have not seen the episode. There was a decent amount of stuff in here. I mean, it wasn't like a huge episode. I would think it's like one of the lesser good episodes. It's kind of like a filler episode, kind of, where you see like there's a story that takes place right here where Barry finds out Jay is Zoom. Next week is going to be the big thing where Zoom comes back. So this is like kind of like filling the gap so they don't have to do, like, they don't have to go head on with it. So that's what this episode was. Let's talk about it. So Barry needs to go back in time. He says that. It's like, I need to go back in time to see Eobard Thawne and say, hey, I need you to help me get faster. But secretly, not like revealing that I'm from the future, right? So they make a plan. Barry goes back in time. He messes up everything. It's like everything's messed up. Like everything that Caitlin and Cisco told you not to do was messed up automatically. I was like, you don't listen to Caitlin and Cisco very well. So he goes back in time, and this is the episode of Season 1 where he goes up against Pied Piper and, you know, and all that stuff. I liked that episode. That was actually one of my favorite episodes, and like it leads on to Firestorm. There was like a mention of Firestorm in here, so Ronnie was not yet found, I guess. So it was really nice to see him go back in time. He goes back, and it's the weirdest thing. He goes back too soon, and I'm like, wait a minute, didn't that happen? Spoiler alert for Batman v Superman. Ready? Didn't he do that in Batman v Superman? Like when Flash went back in time, but he says too soon. Yeah, it's like, what? And meets Bruce in that movie. This is like too soon too, so it's kind of like a parallel thing. I was like, oh, that's kind of something there, right? I mean, it's kind of like a fun thing. So I like that he was like, oh, no, I'm too early, because the Flash is doing that on Batman v Superman. So I feel like I really like that. Like, I really like how it's like that's the Flash. He's going back too early at this point in time right now. So, isn't that really cool? Barry goes back. Pied Piper's there. He ends up fighting Pied Piper, and he switches the emblems. I thought that was really cool. And also, a Time Wraith follows in. Now, if you guys don't know what a Time Wraith is, if you clicked on this video, the thumbnail is Black Flash. Which is kind of like the whole death of the Speed Force, right? Like, he's death of the Speed Force. That's what this is kind of like. It's like, they do a lot of Harry Potter references, like, oh, it's a Dementor, holy Harry Potter. That's a Wraith, and that's basically their version of a Black Flash. They can't really do Black Flash. I mean, they could in, like, Season 5 if they wanted to. Right now, they have a Flash character. They have, like, a speedster who's already wearing black. So that would just be kind of dumb to do, like, a Black Flash, because you already basically have a Black Flash. But the Black Flash, like I said, is death for the Speed Force and Speedsters. And there's an Easter egg where Harrison Wells says, for all of us, like for when we time travel, we mess it up when we time travel. That means he says, we're not the only two Speedsters out there. Jay Garrick, Jesse Quick, Max Mercury is probably going to be coming sometime soon. Wally West. There's like 3 million Speedsters, like 30 of them, or I don't even know how many there are, but there's like tons of them. So, and Bart Allen, you know, there's a lot of them. So, it's really cool to see that was Easter egg, that the Wraiths have not always been Barry's fault. Like, Barry's not just dealing with this, like, others have probably dealt with it too. But the Wraith comes, and you see at the end of the episode, maybe near the end, where it's like Barry turns zombie version. I like when it's, like, sucked out to the life force, kind of like a Dementor would, but that's, like, their version of a Black Flash. So that's why I put the thumbnail of Black Flash, just because that's kind of their version of it. So that was really cool, too. And then, of course, he got back to his time eventually. He screwed everything up with, like, talking to Caitlin and Cisco. Like, hey, you know, I'm from the future, blah, blah, blah. I love this scene. And Grant Gustin and Tom Cavanaugh, they do a fantastic job. Where they're in the time vault, and Barry's like, you can't kill me because then you won't get home, or whatever he said, you know, in that scene. That was fantastic. Grant Gustin is such a good actor. And Tom Cavanaugh is an amazing actor because he gets to play like 4 different versions of himself. In Season 1, he got to play like Harrison Wells, then it was actually Eobard Thawne. Then he got to play Earth 2 Wells. Now he gets to play, you know, Earth 2, not Earth 2, but like Eobard Thawne, villain Harrison Wells. So he gets to play like 3 million Harrison Wells throughout the whole show, which is really cool. So I like that as well. I think that's pretty much it that I've had to mention. Eddie was in this episode. Rick Cosnett actually came back and cameoed as Eddie. I loved that. I mean, that was like the best thing. And then recorded a video. One of the things I thought was derp in this episode that the writers, I don't know, like who wrote the episode, they should have caught this. It was a herpaderp moment when Barry took the iPhone 6S and started recording Eddie. Wouldn't Eddie be like, what is that device you have? Kaylin noticed it, right? I mean, I feel like Wasn't that what she did? Like, she picked up the iPhone, she was like, maybe that was like, maybe she was like, wait, is the new iPhone out? Like, that was what I was gonna be like. So yeah, that was a herp-derp moment when they did that. I thought that was hilarious, though. I think I pretty much caught everything. You know, he ended up getting back to his time. Barry ended up getting back to the future, eventually, and got the answers for the formula for Speed Force. So overall, it was a good episode. It was pretty decent. What did you guys think? Comment down below. Links up there to my other Flash videos. Links in there to my Twitter, Instagram, Vine, vlog channel, and Sims channel. Don't forget to follow and subscribe those. Other than that, like and favorite this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys later. And, actually, I forgot an update. I have to give you guys an update. I will no longer be reviewing Daredevil Season 2. It's just too much right now. I've got so many things to catch up on, so I'm going to eventually delete, well, I don't know, I might keep my Daredevil videos on. No, I'm going to keep the Daredevil videos I have up, but I'm not going to be doing any more Daredevil videos. They're just way too much to get through. Fuller House, when Season 2 comes for Fuller House, I'll definitely do those. But I won't do Daredevil Season 3. Like, if they get to Season 3, I won't be reviewing it just because it's way too much to review. But other than that, I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.